So lastly, we're looking at the solution, and obviously we've looked at this one shot. So if I scroll through it, you can see the animation there. And this is just one shot of several shots, to be honest. So this is just one example. I'm just going to minimize Maya for a second. So the final animation, we used a batch render to render out the frames. It was 25 frames per second, and we had 30 seconds worth for the advert. So in total, there was 750 frames to create the animation. And because we used the NURBS planes and transparency maps, it was quite a quick process to render it out. So we achieved the goal and the deadline. I'd just like to take a look at the processes now, and just recap on what we've gone through. So the design brief was given to us by Tado for a 30-second advert. So that was established. Stage 2 was the character design. So Tado developed this character. We took a look at it and just commented on how the character might be able to animate, and also the kind of feasibility of it being rigged in Maya. And stage 3 was the storyboarding, so we were looking at the timings, what the character or how the advert would work, the camera angles, etc. So that was very valuable to do that at the initial stage. And stage 4 was the 3D modelling, so we took into account the NURBS planes, which were quite simple to render, and the polygonal modelling for the character, which allowed us to then UV texture it. Stage 5 was the shading, and obviously the texturing element of the using the transparency maps came into play. So that was a way of getting around making this animation quicker. Stage 6 was the animation itself, so blocking out the shots, creating the play blasts, and obviously tweaking the animation curves within the graph editor. So we could really go to town on it. Stage 7 was the lighting and the rendering, so rendering out the frames, and stage 8 was the editing and compositing. So we composited the particles into the final piece. And then stage 9 was the audio, so that came into play at the very end, just to finish it all off. I'm just going to minimize PowerPoint. There we go. I just want to take this opportunity just to play the full animation through, so you got a feel for it, really. So there we have the final animation piece, all put together, and then the shots put together, and you can see the particles in the background. So there we have it. So just finally, the animation industry is a great industry to be in, and also using Maya, it's made things achievable in terms of animation, so it's a great powerful tool. So I wish everybody good animating in the future.